Hey up everyone, so today's video I'm just going to be talking about South Sydney. Now South Sydney today lost against Penrith quite comfortably I think in the end, and as far as I'm concerned the club's in crisis. 7 matches now that they've lost in a row, which is totally unacceptable. And when you look at the start of the season, or before the season began, they got Wayne Bennett back in as head coach. A lot of people had them either in the finals positions or even the top 4. Everyone thought it was going to be a year of resurgence for South Sydney, but it's the same old story this year. They've had a lot of key injuries to some very important players in their team, and for the remainder of the season they're going to be without some of those players. And as I said, they've lost 7 matches in a row. In some of those games, the way that they've lost is quite alarming. It's not good enough if you're a South Sydney supporter. And if you look at their run home as well, I mean, I wouldn't say that they're certainties for the wooden spoon, but they've got to really hope that the Gold Coast keep losing and maybe they can pick up 1 or 2 wins here or there, because they've got to play, from what I've seen, they've got to play Cronulla, they've got to play Brisbane, and also they've got to play St George as well, which is going to be a tricky game. They do play Parramatta, which I know they're going to win that. I mean, they always beat Parramatta. They're the ultimate bogey side for Parramatta, but I just think, what's going on at South Sydney at the moment? What's going on with their training methods? What's going on with their medical staff and all that? Because it just seems last year they had a lot of injury concerns, a lot of injuries across the board. And last year it got to a point where it was getting fucking ridiculous. I remember when they played against Parramatta, they had a 3rd choice halfback because Ilias and Hawkins were out, and they had some other 3rd choice players in there as well. I mean, you're looking at this year as well, they've just got a lot of injuries. I don't know whether it's bad luck, I don't know whether it's the training methods and all this, but even they signed Brandon Smith mid-season, first game in, does an MCL or whatever, he's out for 4 to 6 weeks. I just think the club's in crisis at the moment. They've got to turn it around quickly, otherwise, you know, I mean, the Gold Coast play this week. If the Gold Coast win, they could overtake South Sydney, or maybe the for and against is in South Sydney's favour, but potentially South Sydney could be bottom of the table at the end of this round, which is something that I didn't expect to happen at the start of the year. So let me know in the comment section below what you all think. What's going on with South Sydney? I mean, another thing I want to quickly talk about is the signings that they've made over the last couple of years. I think some of the big money signings that they've made, particularly Jack White and Latrell Mitchell, they haven't returned their investment on what South Sydney have invested in them, if you get what I mean. So lots of trouble at South Sydney at the moment, but we'll have to wait and see whether they can turn it around.